Hi everyone, Michelle Zadasek here, Run With It VA, and today I want to talk about automating your sales and opt-in funnels. So if you're tired of the manual process that you have in place for chasing new leads and chasing prospects and all of that, then it's definitely time for you to set up some automations. So what I'm going to talk about is how to set up a system that brings in new leads automatically. Plus, I'm going to give you tips for optimizing your opt-in form so you can collect more contact information from potential customers. So let's get started. The first tip is you need to have triggers for setting up automations in your email marketing software platform. So whatever system you're using for email marketing, it could be MailChimp, it could be ConvertKit or Keep. You need to have triggers, something that's going to trigger that automation. And it's typically going to be something like someone's added to a specific list or tag, depending on the terminology that's used within the email marketing software that you're using. So that's the first thing. You have a trigger that triggers a specific automation where emails are sent, either immediately and then maybe a couple days later and then maybe a week later, that sort of thing. So you've got to have triggers that trigger those automations. So the second tip is you want to create a series of opt-in forms and landing pages that are strategically placed throughout your website. And they don't necessarily have to be on the menu of your website. So let's say you have a free opt-in that you want to offer. It can reside on your website, so it gives a specific URL, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a part of the menu. Or it could be on your sidebar, just a quick headline plus the form, so that when people go to your website, the benefits of having a separate page, a separate landing page, whether it's on your website or somewhere else, the benefits of that is when you're promoting on social media, you can link to that specific page instead of saying, go to my website and complete the form. People will go to your website and be like, okay, what form? It might be right there on your sidebar, but you want to make it as easy and seamless as possible for anyone who wants that opt-in. The third is kind of the same thing around the freebie opt-in, and it's using lead magnets to entice visitors to subscribe to your email list. So that's the goal, is especially when you are connecting with people who don't know you. You want to offer them something that's free, that's of value to them, for them to want to give you their email address. I mean, let's face it, an email address is a commodity these days. Think about, most of us have more than one email address, and it can be a struggle to keep up with all the emails that we're getting. And so I know that I will often think before I fill out a form and say, do I really want to give out my email address to this person? And so it really has to be something of value that speaks to that person that you're trying to reach. Number 4 is setting up automated follow-up sequences, so you can nurture leads and convert them into customers. You can set up automated automations within your email marketing platform, email marketing software that you're using, so that when, even if it's someone you spoke to at an event, you can, let's say you were at an event and you met multiple people and you want to send an email to those people. You want to create a tag and add those people to that tag. And again, this is going to be specific to whatever email marketing software you're using. So it could be a tag, adding a list. It depends on the terminology within the software that you're using. But you want to, it's important to note though, when you do this, you don't want to just start adding them to your list for your newsletter or regular emails that you send out. When you meet people at an event, they haven't necessarily given you permission to just start marketing to them. So you want to make sure this automation is specific to nurturing them, and that you're not just adding them to your list without their permission. Certainly when you send those nurturing emails to these specific people that you met, you can say, hey, I have this free newsletter that I send out weekly, monthly, whatever you do, and say you click here and you can opt into it. But you want to make sure you have their permission for that before you start doing that. But you certainly can utilize your email marketing software to nurture people without sending them your newsletter. So I hope that made sense. The fifth and final tip is you want to test your sales and opt-in funnels. And you want to optimize them, test them, see how they're working. If they're not working, you need to look at them and optimize them so that you can get people to start opting in for them. So anyway, the point is that automating this, yes, there might be some manual work to it, but once you do that manual work, the automation should immediately take over, and then you can just let that run its course. So by automating your sales funnels and your opt-in funnels, you free up time to focus on other areas of your business. And the best part is that you don't need to do any coding, or you really don't need any technical skills to get started. All you really need is a little help, possibly from myself. And so you can click on the link below this video to schedule a free consultation with me, and I can show you how we can set up a time to talk and see how I can possibly help you with getting this started for you. Now, understand that I don't just offer done for you services. I offer done with you services, which is then, being on a Zoom call together where I walk you through how to do it, which obviously is a far more cost effective than paying me to set up these automations for you. Although I'm happy to do that for you as well. So feel free to click the link and to schedule that call, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks.